Hey guys, what's up? Brandon here, coming at you with another commentary, and as you can see, bringing you some Black Ops on Jungle. And so I know I said that I was going to vary up my videos a little bit from the Bad Company 2 stuff that I've been posting. And, when I first started out making these commentaries, I did some Black Ops. And so I thought I would return to my commentary roots, so to speak, with this video that I captured this weekend. And so I still plan to bring you guys some different types of videos. I actually played some TF2 this weekend with Dan, but gosh, I'm just not very good at TF2 anymore. And so I've got to practice up a bit before I bring you guys any gameplay there. I also played some Call of Duty 4 this weekend, played the Galactic Warfare mod, still really enjoying that. So I'm going to try and get some footage of that as well. So you can expect some different things from time to time, but in the meantime, enjoy some Black Ops. So we're playing some domination here. And so I like this gameplay because if any of you have watched Dan's BDP series on kind of how to be a good domination player and work together with your team to win domination rounds, I think I kind of lived up to that. We ended up winning this map, and I think I ended up with like 11 defends. So this I thought was a pretty good gameplay, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So I'll talk a little bit about the gameplay here before we go into some other stuff. I'm running a loadout of flak jacket, sleight of hand, and tactical mask. And so I have come to find that flak jacket is pretty much essential for domination. It makes a huge difference when capturing points because you can just tank grenades like nobody's business. Sleight of hand is pretty obvious. That's a great perk because you're going to reload all the time, making sure that you're always full on ammo for the next enemy. And tac mask becomes super useful once you get the pro version because you can tank stuns and flashes pretty well. So I think that's the third perk that I'm going to stick with for Dom. Also, just ignore this section of the gameplay. I don't know why I tried to run through my own napalm right there, but that was stupid. So there's not a whole bunch more gameplay stuff to talk about here. I mean, any of you guys that play Dom know that B is normally the point of contention. So you'll see in this game that I try to stick around B. I don't necessarily camp it, but I try to guard it from multiple angles and make sure that we keep that point at all costs. It's not about kill death in Dom. It's about keeping those points. So if you have to sacrifice yourself to keep the enemy from getting the point, then that's what you do. Now, enough gameplay talk, on to more exciting things. So I haven't talked a whole lot about KBMOD. In fact, maybe I haven't even mentioned it up to this point. But if you watch Scott or Dan or Alex or John's videos, or you follow any of us on Twitter, you've probably seen references to KBMOD.com. So KBMOD stands for Keyboard plus Mouse or Die. And it's a website and a community that we've created to talk about all things PC gaming. So at KBMOD.com, you can expect to see things like relevant PC gaming news, a lot of Battlefield 3, Modern Warfare 3 stuff, as well as just a lot of general news about games that are coming out, games we're looking forward to, our impressions of certain things going on in the industry. You can also see things like build guides. I think John put up like a headset guide. We've had some other neat features. In fact, this past week we had a new feature called Bro Cave, and this is where either a KBMOD author or someone from the community shows off their gaming setup. And so I wrote the first week's article. I'll put it in the details section if you want to see my gaming setup and kind of where the magic happens. So I'll put all the KBMOD info in the details section. We've got a Twitter, obviously the website. We've also got a Steam group, an event server, and a Black Ops server, which, like I said, is bringing you the footage that you're seeing here. So I highly encourage you to follow it if you enjoy PC gaming and you want to become part of our community or play with us. That's the best way to keep in touch with what's going on in the PC gaming world. And KBMOD has some exciting stuff in the works for the coming weeks and months for you guys. In fact, I believe next week we'll be starting a KBMOD podcast, which will be brought to you by Scott, Dan, and Alex. And so we'll have guests on at various points. Hopefully I'll be a guest at some point. And so, yeah, I highly encourage you to check out our website. It's KBMOD.com. Like I said, I'll put all the stuff in the details section, but I'd love for you guys to get involved and become a part of it. And, the more people we get involved, the more fun it'll be for everyone. So the next thing I want to talk about is PC builds, because we have a lot of good upcoming games, and I know that a lot of you guys are looking to build new computers. So some of you guys have asked me about my setup and what I'm running on, and you can check out my channel description or look at the BroCave article that I linked below in the details section if you want to see what I use. But I've also gotten several messages from some of you who are looking to build new PCs or upgrade your existing PCs in order to run upcoming games. So maybe you're looking to build a rig that'll run Battlefield 3 when it comes out, or maybe you only have so much money to spend and you don't know which parts to get in order to maximize the performance for your dollar. So I'd love to help every one of you out if you guys think that this would be something useful for you. So please leave me some feedback, leave me a comment, let me know if this is something you'd like to see, and if so, how do you think I should structure it? Do you want to see like different price points? Do you want to see maybe here's a rig that'll run Battlefield 3 at minimum settings and here's one that'll run it at recommended settings? Give me some idea of kind of how you'd like to see that if it would be useful to you, and I'll try to put that together for you guys. As you know, I'm a hardcore PC gamer. I'm not a console guy, so I want to make sure that all of you have good PC gaming experiences and that you're not held back just because your computer's not up to par. So next I want to cover a little bit of PC gaming news over this past week, because I like to do that from time to time. And the biggest news of the week for me was about Tribes Ascend. So this is a new game coming out from Hi-Rez Studios, and if you've watched my videos from the beginning, in my first video I kind of gave you some background about my PC gaming experience over the past 10 or 12 years. And Star Siege Tribes was one of the games that really got me into online gaming. That game will always hold a special place in my heart, and so there have been some Tribes games since then. You had Tribes 2 and Tribes Vengeance and maybe another game. None of them really got off the ground as much as the original Tribes did, and I really think that's a shame because I love the premise of the game, and so I was really excited to hear that Hi-Rez Studios is making a new Tribes game called Tribes Ascend. The best part is it's actually going to be free to play, so all of you are going to be able to try it completely free of charge, which is just awesome to me. And so Hi-Rez Studios released their first gameplay trailer for Tribes Ascend a few weeks ago, and it's looking great. But this past week they announced that it would actually be playable for the first time at QuakeCon. So I'm going to QuakeCon, and you can guarantee that I'm going to stand in line to play Tribes Ascend. I'll probably have my first impressions of it in an upcoming video, and I'll definitely be posting my first impressions of it on KBMOD.com. Now before this gameplay is over, I want to cover two other quick things. Any of you Starcraft fans, you may have heard of the Starcraft Universe mod for Starcraft 2, and if you haven't heard of it, it's a mod that looks to turn Starcraft 2 into an MMO, which sounds ridiculous on the surface, but this past week they released a gameplay trailer for it, and I just have to say it looks incredible. I cannot imagine the amount of work that goes into porting the StarCraft 2 engine, so a real-time strategy game, into an MMO. It's just unbelievable to me. So check out that gameplay trailer. We made a KBMOD article about it. It is absolutely worth a look. And if you own StarCraft 2, be on the lookout for this. It just looks amazing. So the last thing I wanted to touch on before this gameplay ends is just a little tidbit about Battlefield 3. So over last weekend, EA apparently published a list of digital outlets where you'd be able to purchase Battlefield 3, and obviously their own Origin service was one of those, also Gamersgate, Direct to Drive, and some others. Notably absent, of course, was Steam, and I've gone over this in a previous video, but it's pretty obvious at this point that EA isn't really looking out for gamers' best interests, and that they are probably looking to compete with Steam in the future. So I grow more and more frustrated every day that I don't see Battlefield 3 available for pre-order on Steam. Unfortunately, it's looking less and less like that's going to happen. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because I know that a lot of you are looking forward to Battlefield 3, much like I am. Anyway, this gameplay is just about finished. We end up winning this game with some solid B defense here at the end. And the last thing I wanted to say is just to say thank you, because I hit 1,000 subscribers over the weekend, and sub count isn't hugely important to me, but it does really encourage me to keep doing these videos, and really the only reason I do it is because I enjoy interacting with you guys and making stuff that you want to see. So really, thank you for viewing the videos, thank you for subscribing. It does really mean a lot. So I'd love it if you guys followed me on Twitter. The link is below. And you know the deal. If you like this video, please throw me a like. Subscribe to my channel if you enjoy this stuff. And I will catch you guys next time.